is up, YouTube? Moto Noob coming at you live from Delaware on the west side. Today, we are going to be talking about ground effects lighting. I went to LEDGlow and I've gotten the 12-piece LED kit in white. I chose white because, well, my bike's white and it's one of the things that I know will attract the least amount of attention when it comes to law enforcement. So, what you get when you order the 12-piece kit, which I believe is right around 80 bucks, is a remote control key fob with 4 buttons. The A button does brightness, comes with 4 brightness levels. B is different levels of flashing. C is a pulse, and D turns it off. In the 12-piece kit, you have 2 12-inch, 2 9-inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6-inch, and 2 5-inch. And they are connected via wiring harness here. Comes with the actual harness itself. So the LEDs go into the custom fitting there under the wiring harness, and then the end of the wiring harness goes into the actual LED module. So the LED module itself does have a fuse, positive, negative cable. The white is your antenna for the remote. One of the things it does not come with are terminal connectors. So I went to Advanced Auto Parts, and for $5 I bought some weatherproof ring connectors. So I just basically took the wire. It was pre-stripped, put it through, crimped it down, and just made sure it was nice and snug. So I went out to my bike and took a look at what my options were in terms of mounting locations. I'm going to be looking at underneath of the frame, under the rear fender, on the front fork below the headlight, shining down to illuminate the front fender, front tire area. I'm going to be doing under the gas tank, and then I'll basically see how many lights I have left after that. But yeah, I want to get that body well lit. One of the things that they recommend you doing in the instructions, that also happens to come with the kit, is to first plug everything in. Take all 12 connectors, plug them into the wiring harness, plug the harness into the module, and then just hook this up and turn it on just to make sure that it works. And I did that. All my lights are working, so I will be good to go. It is currently about 8:20 at night, so I don't have enough light to do this now, so I will wind up doing this tomorrow. And I'll take as much video as I can of me doing it and the process involved, and then we will see the final result. Welcome back, guys, and through the magical power of the internet, it is tomorrow morning. I have taken the cover off of the Stryker. I'm going to go ahead and remove the seat. Before I really do anything substantial, I just want to make sure that that all the surfaces that I want to wind up doing are prepped and cleaned. Let's see here, I gotta turn the key. There we go. And then, just for future reference, removing the seat is a two-handed job. I've got the seat off. I've got a tool case. Got to remove this tube here. I got the tool case out. Here's my battery access. I just got to run all the cables from the bike up into here. I'll probably wind up trying to stash the wires here underneath of the seat clamp. I brought out the LED lights, alcohol swab to help prep the places, adhesion promoter to help with a better sticky. These are the zip ties that came with it. They're white, and I know they're going to be an eyesore if I have them in a place that is actually visible. So I also have some black zip ties, and so I'm looking at doing one on the bottom of the frame, underneath of the gas tank here. There's a lip to the gas tank, and then underneath of the lip is, I'm assuming it's still part of the tank. I want to get that ideally maybe inside of the frame here, under the fork here pointing down. I have saddlebags, but I still want the rear tire illuminated for people behind me, or maybe even on the side. So up underneath here there's a lip that I want to try to mount it to on either side. I was thinking maybe back on this part of the frame if I can hide them well enough. And then similar areas here. I don't have a custom air filter yet, otherwise I might even light behind it. The idea for me is to actually get these underneath and out of the way so you can't see the lights, but you do see the glow. You know, just so it kind of looks like you have no idea where the light's coming from. So I'm going to go ahead and prep the areas, get them stuck on, and start running wires. So I've decided to implement this in phases just because it is way too nice and I want to get out in enough time to enjoy the day to the full extent. So I've put in 4 of the 12 in the major locations I wanted to hit. I have one underneath the gas tank, one underneath of the frame on both sides. And right now I'm just going around cleaning up everything. It's my neighbor there, just to make sure that everything's nice and pristine. Got one underneath and one up there. I routed the wires, cable tied them. This isn't my final wiring job here. It does look a little bit of a rat's nest in IT. I'm kind of embarrassed by that because cable management is something I usually take my time with, but I figure I want to get this in, get out riding for a little while, and then maybe later tonight or tomorrow I can do the other 8. But I've went ahead and wired it up to the battery. For the bottom ones, I ran the cable along the frame and up through and underneath the seat. And for the ones that are under the gas tank, I just basically ran it straight back and under the seat latch. So here's my remote. If I hit the A button, lights. And there's, you really can't tell here, but there's 4 different intensities. B is flashing. Maybe I'll set this down there, you can see better. There's another option. There's another option. The C button is the breathing pulse, which is kind of cool. And then D is to turn it off. So, all in all, I took my time. I had to figure a few things out with the wiring, and that's kind of, it's not so much hooking everything, it's just running it through the actual bike to make sure it doesn't touch anything that's going to be hot or that's a moving part. So, and obviously having a stand doesn't help at all. So if you have a stand, if you got a jack, if you're able to kind of get up underneath and it's fairly easy to route, you can probably do this whole thing in about an hour. I will see if I can get some video of it at nighttime just to see what it looks like, and I think that'll also give me a better idea on where I definitely want to place my other lights. So until then, have fun, keep it shiny side up, and I will see you next time.